So, Fahad, again, be brutally honest. Can you replace? You just said they don't support Hamas politically, but they support the idea of resistance, right?
Right.
Can you replace the term idea of resistance or resistance with the word intifada?
I didn't get your question. What do you mean?
Does resistance mean intifada in some way?
Coma.
Look. So I will explain what intifada means for us. Intifada, like the hardest thing that you can, when you can think about intifada, is throwing rocks at jeeps and tanks. For us Palestinians, that mean people carrying flags and protesting. It's never for us intifada mean killing or destroying or bombing. I'm being honest here. When you say the word intifada to me, all I think about is boys throwing rocks at jeeps and military tanks and military jeeps.
Yeah, but I totally get it, and I believe you are very, very honest when you say that. Do you accept that for many Israelis, including myself, I'm going to be brutally honest, as you say, you have been. For us, it does mean suicide bombing and knife stabbing.
And can I tell you why?
Yeah,
Because
sure.
the problem is this conception, and I hear it all the time from many Israelis like you, is that the intifada means suicide bombers and stuff. But you have to understand something. There was the first intifada and there was the second intifada.
I know.
And it definitely evolved into something more violent. But at the same time, let's turn it around on you. What is the definition of Zionism? What does it mean to you? It could mean Jewish self-determination, wanting a homeland to have a safe place for the Jews. But it could also mean Jewish supremacy, colonization, displacement of Palestinian people, and applying an apartheid state. So I think that if you want to look at the term intifada, and I think Fahad's answer really co-aligns with most Palestinians, that the intifada was an uprising resistance of a people who were determined to revolt against an occupation. Now, if you want to take it to the next level and say it means to go kill people, suicide bombings and stuff like that, which was part of the intifada later, and a very, not going to say major part from the Palestinian perspective, but definitely a major part to the Israelis because it came home. It came to Israeli cities. Most of the intifada, about 80-90% of it, was in Palestinian areas. It wasn't in Israeli areas. So it really depends on where you're looking at it from.
Just to tell you something about myself, my uncle actually was killed in the first intifada. He was beaten until death by soldiers. So here's that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. No, and I get your point about Zionism. I mean, I think today that most people don't really know what the actual definition of Zionism is, but I can, I can understand your perspective and saying it doesn't really matter because for you it means one thing and for me it means another thing. And
I've asked
same
I've
things
asked
with
10
the
Jews.
Intifada.
I've asked 10 Jews to explain to me about Zionism, and I got 12 different answers.
Well, what can I say? To me, it's a very, very simple concept.